So just you have a look here. So in this PLSQL program, just you have implementing VRS concepts in PLSQL. So this is as we have discussed, this is for enabling output, and in the as a first statement, what I am doing here, type months. So to declare a months type, a VRA type, so we have to use a keyword called type. So from PLSQL, if you want to create a object, there you have to say create or replace. But in PLSQL, if you want to create a VRA, say like this, type months. Months is predefined type. Sorry, it is user defined name. Like this is just like ADDR in the previous example. ADDR, this is just like ADDR in the previous example. I am creating a type called months. Okay, is where array 12. That means the capacity of months array is 12, because I am going to store 12 values in this month of varchar 2 of 15. That means each array, each cell in the array can store 15 characters. Each cell in the array can store 15 characters. Okay, like that the array will be going to have how many cells here? 12 cells, because from January to December I want to store 12 months are there. So because of that reason I am taking 12 as its capacity. So whose each and every cell capacity is 15, and within that I can store 12 cells. So in the next, just you look at the next line here. So when coming to next line, what is happening here? Months 1, months. So months 1 is a variable. This is just like in the previous example, address ADDR. So address is a variable, ADDR defined type. Here the defined type is months. Months belongs to months 1, months. Months 1, months. And within this, what I am doing here? I am declaring one variable called, initializing months equal to months. This is months 1. Months 1 colon equal to. So if you want to assign a variable, first you have to specify the variable like this, months 1 equal to months 1 of which months type. Months 1 of which type here? Months type. So months type. So under months using months type, I am assigning January, February, March. March will come. March, April, May, June, July. So this is March. So sequentially I am going to store these many months. March, April, May, June up to July, and you can use August, September and October. Like this we can store any number of months, but the max is 12 months. But I have stored up to October, means 10 values are there. Like January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Up to October I have stored the max capacity is 12. So here just you look at this. DVMS underscore output dot put line length. So how to find out the length? So to find out the length, we have a predefined variable under months. So months is months dot count. So months dot count means this is months 1 dot count. It is going to give actual length. So actual length means presently how many values are there in the months 1 variable. So that is going to be printed over here. So to print all the month names, just I am taking one for loop. So the for loop is going to vary from 1 to 10, because I am storing the values from January to October, means 1 to 10 months are there. And just you look at this, months 1 dot first. So what this is going to indicate what? 1, and this is going to indicate what? 10. That means 1 to 10. 1 to 10 values I want to print. So here to print the values in end loop and loop and end loop, what I am saying here, DBMS output dot underscore put line months of months of I. So this is heading. This is going to print like this. Months of one I value. I value is what? Like months 1 Jan, months 2 February. Like this it is going to print all the month names up to October. Okay. So once again I will discuss this. So this is the declaration of VRA. This is just like in the previous example, create or replace ADDR. Okay, this is just like type creation. So once a type is created, so you can use the type in any variable. So here I am declaring what? Months is my type. Months is a variable of which type here? Months type. Months type. So months type is what? VRA type. So whose capacity is 12, and within each cell I can accommodate up to 15 characters, varchar 2. And in the begin part, what I am doing here? Months, I am initializing this array. Months 1, so months 1 it is not independent. Again its type is what? Months type. Okay. So for initialization you have to specify first the type variable and under which category it comes. That also we have to specify. Months, January, February up to October I have stored. And DVMS output line, months1.count means it is going to print 10 values, because from January to October 10 values are there. For I in months1.first, so months1.first is going to give the starting index in the months 1 array. Okay, so the months1.last it is going to give 10. So like this the loop will be continuously printed for 10 times. Okay, just you have a look, I will show it practically. Just to look at this. So as we have discussed in the example, I have given months up to September, but I will add one more month. This is what? October, last month. Just you look at this. This is months. Months 1 is of months type. Here you say months 1 equal to months. Here you say months 1 dot count. Here you take months 1 dot first, months 1 dot last. Months 1. Just you save it. Now this is going to print months 1 opening bracket, and within in between opening bracket and closing bracket, what happens here? The present value of I is printed. For first time it prints what? 1, second time 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Like that the values are going to be printed. Okay, just you have a look here. I will show execution also. Host @ d:. Like this, 10 months are printed from January to October. This is the output. So at the same time, just I will create object table also. Just you have a look. It is also most important in the real time. Collections are most important. Collections includes what? Object tables, nested tables, and VRS. So apart from this, so in the previous video, I think we have discussed some advanced concepts like packages, procedures, functions. So these are also most important in the real time. First I will show how to create object type tables. Just you take this, create or replace type. As we have discussed on the board, my type name is address ADDR as object. This is flat number, character, something like 10. Street, something like city. State. pin number 10, country number. Sorry, country you can give any name, but I am giving character 10. Okay, type created. Okay, now we have created a type called ADDR. Now using this type, I will create one table. So what is the table name? You any table you take, create table student. Student may be there. That's what I am giving student 10. I will show ID, number 10. Next, name, character 10. I will give not null constant, not null, ADD, RES, address. Its type is what? Previously created type, ADDR. Table created. Okay, previously we have created type. Now this time we have created what? Table. So once create, I will insert rows into student 10, which is object table. Since it is contains a object, it is called as what? Object table. Okay, just you show the, I will show the process how to insert rows into object table. Insert into, the table name is student 10 values. So values insertion, first value must be given for ID, that is 987, comma, second value must be given for any name. You can give any name. This is something like Scott, I will give Scott. And next value must be given for what? Address. So address means it is not a single value, so it is a collection of multiple values. So you have to say ADDR. So within ADDR we have how many columns? 5 columns are there. What? Flat number? Flat number I am giving like 4567 is a flat number. And next value street. Within the ADDR we have 5 columns again. So those 5 columns must be given. Values must be given for those 5 columns. Street, anything like some XYZ. XYZ. City, Hyderabad. State, this is TEL. Any state you can give, XYZ, XYZ. Pin 5089, something like I will give. And country, within single quotes give the country name. See, one row created. Okay, so like this we have to insert a row also into object table. 456 XYZ, Hyderabad, XYZ, and is a pin number and India. So at the end you give 2 brackets. So one for address attribute, another for main bracket. Like this you can create 2 tables. So just I will show the data, how the data is arranged in the object tables. Select star from student 10. So see how the the data has scattered. First ID 987 ID, name is Scott. So in the just you look at the next line. In the next line ADDR 4567 belongs to ID, XYZ belongs to 4567 belongs to flat number. This is next to street, city, state, pin code number and country. Okay. So the data is dispersed like this in the object table. So this is how you can insert data into object tables.